good, sweet, darling Polly, so there.
Well, I have no sense of humour, but this strikes me as irresistibly funny. You mean you actually left me to spend the night in the arms of seedy stocking?
No, I tell you, it was innocent.
Was he in your arms or was he not?
Yes, of course he was for a while, but not in the way you mean.
Oh, then he's even a more sexless fish than I took him for. But really, a man capable of flouncing out of the house when I was on the point of pardoning him and giving him a night of legitimate bliss is capable of any imbecility.
Pardoning me? Pardoning me for what? What had I done when you flew out at me?
I did not fly out at you. I've never lost my dignity, even under the most insufferable wrong.
You hadn't any wrongs. You drove me out of the house.
I did not. I never meant you to go. It was abominably selfish of you. You had your seedy stockings to go to. I had nobody. Adrian was out of town.
Adrian? Oh, this is a new complication. Who's Adrian?
Adrian is Mrs. Fitzfassenden's Sunday husband, Mr. Sagamore.
My what did you say?
Your Sunday husband. You understand. What Adrian Blenderbland is to you, as it were, what Ally is to me.
I don't quite follow. What is Mr. Blenderbland to you, Mrs. Fitzfassenden, if I may ask?
Well, he is a gentleman with whom I discuss subjects which are beyond my husband's mental grasp, which is extremely limited.
He's a chap who sets himself up to be an intellectual because his father was a publisher. He makes up to Eppie and pretends that he's in love with her because she has a good cook. I tell her that he cares for nothing but his food. He always calls at mealtime. A belly god, I call him, and I am expected to put up with this. And if I so much as look at Polly, oh my!
Cases are completely different. Adrian worships the ground I tread on, true, but if you think seedy stockings worships the ground you tread on, you flatter yourself grossly. She endures you and pets you because you buy her stockings and anything else she may be short of.
Well, I never contradict anyone, because it only makes trouble. And I'm afraid I do cost him a good deal, because he likes me to have nice things that I can't afford.
No, you don't. No, you don't, my dear. You're as good as gold. Why, I'm always pressing things on you that you won't take, and you're a jolly sight more careful with my money than I am myself.
Oh, touching. You are the Sunday wife, I suppose.
No, I should say that you are the Sunday wife, Mrs. Fitzfassenden. It's I that have to look after his clothes and make him get his hair cut.
Oh, surely the creature's intelligent enough to do that for himself.
You don't understand men. They get interested in other things and neglect themselves unless they have a woman to look after them. You see, Mr. Sagamore, it's like this. There are two sorts of people in the world. The people that anyone can live with and the people that no one can live with. Well, the people that no one can live with may be very good-looking and splendid and temperamental and romantic and all that, and they can make a man or a woman happy for half an hour if they're pleased with themselves and disposed to be agreeable. But if you try to live with them, they eat up your whole life running after them or quarrelling or attending to them one way or another. Can't call your soul your own. As Sunday husbands and wives to have a good tearing bit of love-making with, or a blazing row, or mostly one on top of the other once a month or so, they're all right. But as regular partners, they're just impossible.
Yes, so I am the Sunday wife, and what, pray, are you?
Oh, I'm the angel of the house, if you follow me.
You are, dear, you are.
You're his doormat, that's what you are.
Doormat's a very useful thing if you want the house kept tidy, dear.
Oh, excuse me. Yes. Did you say Blenderbland?
Adrian, how did he know I was here?
Will you ask the gentleman to wait, please? Perhaps you'll tell me something about him, Mrs. Fitz. Is he the chairman of Blenderbland's Literary Pennyworths?
Oh, no, that is his father who created the business. Adrian is on the board, but he has no business ability. He's on 15 boards of directors on the strength of his father's reputation and has never, as far as I know, contributed an idea to any of them.
Be fair to him, Eppie. I mean, no one in London knows how to order dinner better. I mean, this is what keeps him at the top in the city.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I think I have his measure sufficiently. Shall I have him in?
Certainly. I want to know what he's doing here.
Yes, I don't mind. You do understand, of course, that I'm not supposed to know anything of his relations with my wife, whatever they may be.
They are completely innocent, so far. I am not quite convinced that I love Adrian. He makes himself agreeable to me, that is all.
Will you send Mr. Blenderbland in, please?
You will now see the blighter who's cut me out with Eppie.
Oh, I can't imagine any man cutting you out with any woman, dear.
Would you be good enough to restrain your endearments when he comes in?